Hello everybody. Picked up a weed whacker. Gonna put the model number up here on the screen because the model number is about that long. And this thing has a lot of potential, I think. It's a 40 volt weed eater. I'm gonna quit rustling the paper. The thing I like about this, it actually has attachments. My yard's not big enough to need a 40 volt or probably even a 4 amp, but this has a bump head. And what does that mean? This is made by Hart, and I understand only sold at Walmart. The line comes on in little 10-foot chunks, or you can buy a big spool and cut it to your own 10-foot chunk. And then it just runs completely through the head. I'll show you that a little better in a few minutes. It's easy to re-spool. I don't like the ones with the little spools where it's tedious to rewind them or you have to keep buying new spools. And this one uses one of these little attachments. If you've got some really heavy brush that you need to get rid of, I think this will be a good thing to do. And you can change this without tools. You can get some other attachments. I'll throw them up on the screen. This thing did come in a box. I am not an unboxing person. I'll put a picture of the box on the screen somewhere so you can see the box. You can pause it, look at it, whatever. I am more interested in the device than the box. This is a BB, and it has absolutely nothing to do with this video, but it's distracting. There are some accessories that come with this. I'll throw them up on the screen. The head just snaps off and snaps on, so the drive shaft goes halfway through. It's carbon fiber body. The tube itself is carbon fiber. Down at the base, that tube is carbon fiber. You snap the two together. The drive shaft couples in the middle, and that's it. You just snap it together and go. Give you a better look at how that works in a few minutes. Overall, I think I'm going to like this. I haven't tried it yet. I got to go put on some long breeches because I'm wearing shorts, and you don't want to weed whack with shorts on. These are safety glasses. You can wear a full face shield if it makes you happy. You can wear earplugs if it makes you happy. I'm not going to wear earplugs, and I'm not going to wear a full face shield. And I'll be back when I get my breeches on, and I'll see you outside. It has a ball detent on it. You just push this. It has a little cover that goes on the bottom. This goes on the top. You click it together, and then you've got a thumb screw here to tighten this up with. Once you're satisfied that it's tight enough, then you can go to work. When you bump this, it feeds the line out. This cuts it off to the proper length. You'll see this has a lock position and an unlock position. This little bump head has a handy, I'm getting old and don't have much grip left, crank on it. So you can just crank the cable in. When you thread it through these holes, you line these arrows up with these arrows. You run the line through, you pull it till it's even on both sides, and you put the handy, I don't have much grip left anymore, crank on there, and you crank it in until you have about this much, 6 or so inches on each side. And that's all you need to do. I don't have a battery on here, so I'm not worried about it accidentally doing something. It has a low speed and a high speed. The high speed, if you got something serious you need to do. The low speed, it's kind of like playing pool. You know, sometimes you need to whack the balls pretty hard. Sometimes you need to hit them pretty easy. And with this, put it on low speed, you kind of go in there and finesse stuff without throwing gravel all over your car. You grip this piece, turn this piece, and it comes off. That easy. When you get ready to put this attachment on, there's 2 little holes here where the arrows are. These little posts go in those little holes. You line those up, put those together, give it a twist to the lock position, and this attachment is ready to go. Now I'm not going to use this attachment, so I'm going to put the string back on there. When you put this back on, just line up the arrow with the arrow, push it on, give it a little twist. It just needs, you don't need to push it together, you just need to be sure that it's seated on both sides. Give it a twist, and it's relocked, and it's ready to use. Let me grab a battery, and we'll see what it does. All right, I cut the line a little bit too short, so I can show you it has a bump feed, so it's not making contact with the cutter. It would still work at this length. If you let those get too short, I don't know that the bump feed's gonna work. And that's it. I can't imagine that it's very much fun to watch people whack weeds, but I'll show you that this thing works. Got this little place around my shed. I don't like to run the lawnmower right up against the edge of it. So I'll hit this real quick on high speed. This would be where the little orange cutter bars would be the best option, but I'll show you that I think this can handle it. And on those tougher stalks, I'll show you what the little bar's for. Be sure you disconnect the battery when you're changing the accessories on this. But I really like the fact that it doesn't require tools. That cuts those right down. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on low. So there you go. I am allergic to grass, weeds, and weed juice, so I had to get that off. I did all the grass behind the house, all the weeds behind the house. I've got an area that's hard to get the lawnmower into, so I went out and all of those weeds that I showed you on the side of the building, that whole section is covered in those, and it just cut through those things. Very, very happy with the little blade attachment. Wanted to show you the battery, if you can see that. After all the stuff I cut, I've still got 3 bars on the battery. And then this is the charger. I didn't show you that earlier. It's got a little progress light on it. It changes colors and it blinks and stuff. It blinks when it's charging, solid green when it's done, and then if the battery has a fault, it'll come up with a fault code reading up there. So overall, I'm so far really happy with this. So if anybody has any questions about it, if I need to do a follow-up video on something, I will. If you have any questions, whether you're a subscriber or not, I don't care. I appreciate it if you are, but if you're not, that's okay too. I'm gonna run this thing for a while, so check back in a few months and see if I'm still happy with it. If anything changes, it'll be in the description, or I'll make another video on it. They have an accessory pack. If I saw correctly, they make a metal blade for this, as well as those plastic blades for doing heavier brush. I was really impressed with that little add-on plastic blade part. Just cut right through those stalks. If you are still here, I appreciate it, and throw your questions down there, comments, questions about other things. I'll throw some videos up here. You can look around on my channel, see if there's anything else you want to see. I do a little bit of oddball stuff on here. I want to do some stuff for a koi pond and some stuff for RVs pretty soon. So appreciate it. Take care. I'll either catch you in one of those videos or catch you somewhere down the road.